preacher man says it's the end of time, and the Mississippi River, she's a going dry. The interest is up and the stock market's down, and you're only getting mugged if you go downtown. I live back in the woods, you see, my woman and the kids and the dogs and me. I got a shotgun, a rifle, and a four-wheel drive, and a country boy can survive. Country folks can survive. I can plow a field all day long. I can catch catfish from dusk till dawn. Make our own whiskey and our own smoke too. Ain't too many things these old boys can't do. We grow good old tomatoes and homemade wine, and country boy can survive. Country folks can survive. Because you can't starve us out and you can't make us run, 'cause when them old boys raised on shotgun.
Well, hello there, everyone. I want to thank everybody for coming and sitting down and listening. I want to thank Doc. I packed up my equipment today and took it up there to his house, and we want to talk about some things today. So, ma'am, how you been? Well, I've been hanging there like a hare in a fish. Man, that's my saying there. You stole it, if it's a good saying, you know. Man, you always stealing and cheating. Come on, you don't even know. So, when you talk to people, do you believe that your words carry meaning to them? Oh, yes. I tell people all the time to watch what you say because your words have power, Bob. Okay? So, in your opinion, words are very powerful in how you speak them, correct? Oh, yes. Now, would it be safe to assume that if you don't emphasize it, it's okay not to emphasize it? You know, like not to be like, to really get your point across, do you need to scream it? No. And that's what I was trying to get out of my mouth. So, if I say 4 words to you, just 4 words are foul, just 4 words, right? And I want to talk a little bit about these 4 words, and you can tell me what you think about them. Okay? Yep. Because I really been thinking a lot about how people present themselves when they're talking, like all the speaking I did. Really know me, I was a duck. Yeah. I was just as smooth and calm above water, but underwater, my feet were paddling like crazy. Yeah. And so it's all about how you present yourself when you talk. True. So one of my words I want to ask you about, you know, I've been doing some heavy duty thinking. And one of them is pandering. When I say pandering, what's the first thing that pops up in your head? Well, King, I'm going to tell you the truth, man. I feel like when somebody is pandering, they are basically catering to their target audience. Now, this can be a good thing, and this can be a bad thing. Depends on the person and where they decide to take it. True? True. So, I guess every arena in every industry, you're pandering because you're pandering to your customers. You your speakings. It's kind of a form of it. Yeah. But on YouTube, everything that comes across my dadgum feed is drama. Yeah. I don't like the drama. Me neither. But what I do like is to help people. But, so I'm always very careful in my choice of words when I talk to you, to the checkout clerk up at the grocery store. I'm always, because sometimes people may misinterpret what you're saying. But you got to admit, you can't misinterpret drama. No. I don't understand why people better feed on them this all the damn time anyway. But I may have gave myself an upset stomach the last 24 hours. What have you been doing before? Have you eaten? Yeah. I guess you could say I've been going back and digesting some old YouTube videos of somebody. And it gave me some heartburn. And what I've noticed is this person he screams, he yells, and he hollers. I know exactly who you talk about. Now, my belief is we were all put here for a purpose, but it's just my belief and my upbringing that we were here to help one another. And I want to make sure before I leave this earth that I have done everything that I possibly can to help my fellow man. Well, that's what we'll put on reserve for anyway. Well, I believe some people have lost sight of that. Yeah. But I do know of one young lady who has went above and beyond to showing very, very outward emotional support of a family struggling. But, everybody has their highs and their lows. Everybody does good, some more than others. So, this young lady, with the help of all of her supporters, all of her subscribers, she has went above and beyond of what anyone would ever have even thought of doing. So, before I leave, I just want to make sure that I have done everything that I can do to make sure I have helped. I don't understand these people anyway, King, those who would rather tear down their fellow man other than give them a hand. Not everybody's like, with a hand out, but everybody needs a hand up every now and then. I agree with you. Mr. Bone Crusher said the exact same thing. So, remember I say I have 4 words? Yeah. My second word is gaslighting. Yeah. Alrighty. When someone is gaslighting somebody, basically what they're doing is they're tearing that person down. They are making the other person seem to be responsible for all the bad that happens, while you may not accept the fact that you're the one who's doing the bad things. You're going to twist, in reality, you're going to twist the whole narrative of the story, can make the other person feel like they are the one to blame, like they are the one that's bad. Yeah, and then, manipulation. Exactly. They manipulate everything. Yep. You know, and there's a, I think you know what a narcissist is. Yes, I do. But also it's a narcissist way to gain power and control over a situation, over a person, regardless of if it's in a relationship type setting, or it could be outside of the house type thing. It could be your employer, a coworker, anything like that. You know. So, that reminds me, man, of my bird eggs. Now, I told her going into this relationship that I had PTSD for the time I was in the Army. And I told her, when I get this way, the best thing you can do for me is just leave me alone. But in return, what she did was she gaslighted my ass. Every time she saw that I was having a bout with PTSD, she would just throw it on that much harder. She would throw it on. It was like she wanted to see me explode. I don't get me wrong. I never laid hands on her. But she knew how to push every one of my buttons, especially when I was having a bout with my PTSD. Dang it, man. I knew she was bad, but I didn't know she was that bad. Hey, there's some stories, man, that I just can't share. Man, it's all good. It's all good. So, and I also noticed that there's a lot of YouTubers out there that gaslight their viewers. Yes, they do. You know? Blame shifting. Yep. That does not make no good sense to me. Now, you got your viewers and your subscribers. Now, you're supposed to be making them feel like they're special. You know what I mean? Instead, you're making them feel like they're to blame for all the bad shit that's going on in your life. Yeah. True. I mean, some of them even more or less left his channel, left this one person's channel. Yeah. Because they started seeing what he was doing. I don't know. And some of them, I don't know if he ever, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I'm getting caught up. But I think I'm almost to the area where some of his viewers were calling him out. And so it's his own dadgum fault. He has lost followers. If he goes stuff like that, no doubt he's all there's way more than he has already. Yeah, man. The third word is intimidation. That's a big word. Intimidation? The reason I say it's such a big word because I've seen it used for both good and I've seen it used for bad. Now, the way I see it been used for good was mainly in the military. Whenever we had the new boat privates come in and we got to chill them the ropes, you know. So we had to show ourselves as being a little bit intimidating to them. But the ones that do it bad, they bolster themselves. They make themselves seem like they are the king of the world, bigger than the biggest judge you ever could imagine, simply as a way to control everyone else. Now, it's like a play on power. Exactly. You know, they have to have all the power. They have to be in control. But when you really think about it, someone who's doing it for the wrong reasons, you know, not like what you experienced in the military, but someone who's doing it for all the wrong reasons, there's an underlying issue with how they intimidate. Exactly. Because it could be an underlying issue of they have an insecurity or a fear of something. And they always have this desire for control, to control a situation, to control a family member. That's like people that do the elder abuse, they use intimidation on that elderly person. They put fear into them, and to get them to do things that they normally wouldn't do in a normal circumstance. But somebody who uses intimidation as a power play, they have an underlying insecurity or fear of something themselves. Absolutely. You hear the nail on the head with that there, because when someone is doing this, it's because they feel that they're not good enough. They feel, like you just said, insecure in who they are as a person. So in order for them to make themselves feel a little bit more secure in who they are, they have to lower it over top of everybody else. Trent, I actually saw that on several of those YouTube videos I watched. I know you saw it. Yes, I did. And we always go back to everything is about me. It's all about me, and I just, it is not all about you, it just isn't. But we can't, people like that, they're not looking at it that way. It's like, what can I do to get most for me? What can I do? How can I persuade? How can I do this? It's a gimmick to me. Exactly. And now I feel like it's okay to take care of number one and being yourself, of course, but not at the cost of someone else. Exactly. And I feel that's where he's taken it beyond that. This individual has taken it past that. Yes, he has. And I just don't get it with people. Makes no sense at all. Now, before I say my last word to you, because you have no idea what my words were today, Bu. Not a clue, man, not a clue. I came in here with a notepad, and he asked me what was it, and I said, I'll tell you in a minute. So, I want to give a shout out to two Lees in a pod, little Lisa, down there in Florida, because she gave me this idea. So my last word reminds me of a song. So, my fourth word is money. And the one thing it seems we can never get enough of, but it leaves us as soon as it gets to us. Yeah, man, I agree with you on that. But does having money or having the lack of money, does that define who a person is? Not at all. As a matter of fact, that reminds me of a song by Willie Nelson, long time back. And some of the lyrics in the song said, man can make money, but money does not make a man. Those are, yeah, I can't agree more. Yeah. So, and, we either can have a good paying job, you fall into it, you make good money, you have a good living, you have a good life. Some people struggle, man. Yes, they do. I know I struggled growing up. Yeah. I know my parents did. Yeah. Mine did. That was a little on the farm. So, for somebody who, anybody, it can be any one individual of this whole world. Okay? Mm-hmm. What if they came to you and said, I've got all of this money, and then turn around to the person standing 4 feet from me and go ask them for money? What kind of person would you say that is? I would say that's 100% pecan artist. Okay. Yeah. It's one way of looking at it. Yeah. Yeah. I think I've been hearing the word grift quite a bit here of late. That's a good one too. Yeah. A grift. I knew one of those at one time. Tried to get me to buy into some stupid business deal. Wanted to take me for a good bunch of money. Yes, sir. And I kind of felt him out and checked up on him and found out there was a lot of newspaper articles written up on this fella. And he had scammed all my people on money. Yep. I don't know if you remember this or not, King. This was back when I was probably in my 20s. I fell victim with that. I followed in the scam way. Oh, man. Yes, they saw me coming. I added the S on my head. Sucker. But you know what? You learned from that. Oh, yes, I did. There's another song that I'm reminded of, and it's by ELO. A fool and his money soon are parted. Yes, they are. So, it's one thing to help out somebody. You can be any kind of help. You can go over, you can mow their lawn. You can pull weeds in their garden. You could take them some new flowers to plant. Right. You could take them some food for a lunch or a dinner. You could even give them a gift card and say, here, spend it how you want to. Exactly. Yeah, King, that reminded me. That's something that happened right before Christmas. I was in the local store here and gathering up some supplies that I was willing to eat. Well, I seen this older man in front of me. He was wearing a Vietnam vet hat. And you know me, that struck up a conversation right then and there. Mm-hmm. We started talking, It seemed like a pretty good old feller. Well, and come time we didn't pay for his stuff, he didn't have quite enough money. And I could tell he was getting a little bit embarrassed. So I told that there clerk, I said, tell you what, just give that man his money back. I'm going to take care of his stuff along with mine. Well, man, you do that a lot. I try. I know. And it's good to give back. It really is. Because at some point in anyone's life, they're going to need help. Yep. Well, I'm glad you could do that for that fella. Yeah, it really made his day, man. We stood outside the store there and we talked for a good 10, 15 minutes. And when he was getting ready to go off to his truck, he kept saying out loud, I just knocked my early Christmas present. Well, man, I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah. Makes you feel good, don't it? It really does. It really does. Well, man, I tell you what, things have been crazy. I tell you what, things have just been so crazy. My neighbor lady, I got the shock of my life, man. She came over and she introduced herself. Really? Yes, she did. Apparently, she'd been having a bad few days, you know. And I told her, I said, well, I'm glad to meet you. I said, I hope we can get together and maybe have a cookout sometime or two, put some stuff on the grill. But she apologized, you know. I had no ill will towards her. I knew, you know, people get upset like that. Sometimes there's something going on that we don't know what's going on. Right. This is the same lady who was a short lady the other day. Yeah, it sure is. But she came over and she apologized, and I accepted her apology because, you know, you gotta give people a chance. Yeah. You just can't go attacking people. Really, hey man, that's no way to be. Nah, man, people just want to be always attacking people, and it's just wrong. It's like everybody all of a sudden is going on their house. Yeah, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get it, man. Attacking people and being ugly. How's that chicken coop holding that, man? Okay. Just let me tell you. So you remember you came over the other day and helped me out in my coop a little bit. Well, probably about 30 minutes after you left, I went back out. Are you shoring up your post, you know, to make sure everything's going to hold like it's supposed to? Yeah, man, how'd it do? Well, it did good, but I was taking the handle of my shovel to kind of stobbling around the post, you know. And when I did, my shovel handle went down and burned the molehills out here. Oh no, really? Are you going somewhere? Are you going to Moleville? Well, I no longer stuck there. Shovel handle down in the hole. And I kept hearing something off to my side, sort of chicky 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 bitty. What the hell is that? I look around over there. Moxley's up, and I tell you what, the damn truth came. I had no idea that a mole could shoot the bird. But Moxley was out there with both hands helping shooting me the birds. And he said, what the hell are you doing in my house? And I explained to him what I was doing, you know. Well, I guess he got pissed off and he took off. About 5 minutes later, I looked, and there he is again. This time, that son bitch had a hard hat on and was shoving a hammer. He looked straight up at me. He said, boss man, where do we start? Had any blue plants? He did. As a matter of fact, you ever seen a mole wearing cover on? It's the cutest damn thing you'll ever see. That's such with that yellow hard hat he had on. Oh, Moxley, we got a lot done, me and him. There's certain places in the chicken coop I just can't reach. Little fella got her out there with his hands, and he did exactly what I asked him to do. Just as a side note, though, I always got to remember, I can't ask him to go back and be eggs anymore. Why did you ask him to get your eggs? Well, he was already in the coop, and I was standing outside, so I figured that was the obvious choice. Now, you're not on my hands. They're used to me going in there and picking up the egg and all, you know, because if you've been doing it for quite some time, you know. They won't too used to Moxley. Don't even want to know. He come running out of that damn chicken coop, and he says to me today, don't cuss words. I turned reading. And he looked at me, he said, Doc, I'm not going back in there anymore. I said, yes, sir. Stop! It did get me half a dozen eggs, so. One of them was already scrambled. Oh, ain't Moxley. I gotta take a picture of him sometime. We shall do you. Oh, fella that want to come up on .com, you know, I don't understand that. You know, he's got a homeboy. Oh, my word. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. I gotta find old Einstein, give him his hammer back. Oh, God. He was moving so damn fast that I saw the hammer when it fell out. I tried to catch up, but can you see as little as that thing is that went, man, I swear to God, that thing went so fast. Them little low legs, they look like Scooby-Doo legs. It's going so fast. I swear I heard icky, ticky, 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 ticky in the background. Oh, my word. Love. Oh, man. It's never a dull moment around here. No, it's not. It's not. So on that note, I want to tell everybody I just thank you for being here, for listening to us, tuning in, sharing a laugh or two. That's right. Thank you for indulging us. Absolutely. So until next time, everybody, take care of yourself, take care of each other, love each other, and I will see everybody in the chat on regulars. Lucia.